Hello, this is Tristan from CardioCritic.com, and this is my short video presentation of the Garmin Vivomove HR. Vivomove HR is a hybrid watch, which means it's got both the analog hands and also, as you just saw a second ago there, the digital display hidden at the bottom of the dial here. If you double tap on the display, that will wake it up, and then you can swipe it to access the main functions pages. The Garmin Elevate heart rate system used by the Vivomove HR is these three LED sensors on the back, and that's used to read your heart rate from your wrist directly, so there's no need for a chest strap. The Vivomove HR is the second in a series of Vivomove watches. The first one didn't have the heart rate on the back. In fact, it wouldn't do heart rate, and also it didn't have the hybrid technology display that we'll find here. The purpose of my video is to give you a feel for the product. So if you're thinking of buying one, hopefully by watching this video you'll know whether or not this product is for you. Just a couple of things I would make clear before we go into the video in more detail. One is that this OLED display down here is bright and clear. I'm not tapping it properly, sorry, because it's not on my wrist. Tap tap. It is bright and clear. It doesn't look too bad there, but sometimes I've noticed when I've been videoing it, it does look a bit blurred. That's better. As you can see, it is super clear. It's not got that fuzziness that it sometimes looks like it has. If you see it looking a bit fuzzy and the digits don't look very clear, that's not what it looks like in real life. It is very, very clear. Okay, so that's one thing I do want to mention. And the other thing before I forget about it is my only real criticism of this product is the minute hand, sorry, the hour hand. You can just see that it's just that's the hand here, which sort of just got lost there in that glare. For some strange reason, Garmin have produced most of this range with the hour hand the same color as the rear as the watch face dial. I'm not too sure why they do this. I think this watch would look just as smart if that hand was white or yellow like the minute hand, but that is really one of my only sort of major criticisms. Okay, so across the bottom of the video I'll be scrolling through the technical data about the size, the battery life, etc, etc. And obviously if you do have any questions that I don't answer in this video, then please use the YouTube comments to ask me and I will do my very best to answer them. This isn't a high performance sports watch like, say for example, what I'm personally wearing here, which is my Garmin Fenix 5, and it's more of a sort of a fitness tracker for people who don't want something that looks like a fitness tracker on their wrist. So if you want to wear an analog style watch, and this is available in several different styles and designs, there's chrome, there's a rose goldy coloured ones, and obviously this is the black one, and they come with both silicone straps and some leather straps, and they come in two different sizes. The watch itself is always the same size, but you can buy a small, medium or medium large, which really is the length of the strap. This one on my wrist is a bit too big. This is a medium large, but I've got very small sort of 17-18 centimeter wrists, so I would have been fine with one of the smalls. Okay, we're just going to go through the screens, and hopefully that will show you the capabilities of the Vivomove HR. So to access the screens, we just double tap on the bottom and then swipe. And then, so you see, when I swipe and access the hybrid OLED display, the hands move out of the way, and that's a clever little feature. So what have we got here? We've got this screen here, shows us battery, it tells me I've got a daily alarm set, the date, the time, and the move bar. I'm just going to move it a couple of times so it doesn't go to sleep. The move bar tells me I haven't moved for 2 hours. The big part of the bar across the bottom is the 1 hour marker, that means you haven't moved for about an hour. And then the other smaller ones, I'm just trying to focus that there, tell you every 15 minutes. So the watch would have been giving me move alerts. That's something you can configure yourself in the settings. So I would have been getting alerts after 1 hour telling me to move, and then after every 15 minutes. So let's swipe it to get into there again. If I were to move now, it would say move bar clear, and that bar would move across the bottom would be clear. The alarm is set up in the app. You can't set the alarm in the watch, and obviously the watch itself gets its time and date from the app as well. Okay, so just a double tap, swipe, and then let's look what we've got. So currently I am connected to my phone. So on each one of these activity tracking screens, we've got the totals on the top and then the goal on the bottom. So I've done 1,811 steps, and that's my daily goal on the bottom. This is my floors climbed, how many I've climbed today, and my goal, my daily goal. Weekly activity minutes. So far today's Tuesday, 97 minutes of activity with a weekly goal of 300. Daily calories burnt, how many we've burnt so far today. Swipe again for music control. So from here, if you're on the train or just walking and you don't want to be taking your phone in and out, you can control the tracks here by moving forwards and backwards, pausing and playing the music. Obviously you need your phone to be Bluetooth connected and in close proximity to the watch. The same as this feature, this is the weather forecast, so currently telling me that the current weather is 5 degrees with a maximum and minimum of 6 and 2 and possible rain. This tells me I've got some smartphone notifications, so if you tap on that, there's a message there. That was a message from the Met Office telling me that there was some rain. So basically when you get a message, it tells you who it's from, and you get a cross, so you can cancel it, remove it off the screen, or press the tick, and then you can read it, and then you can scroll through it. Just wake it up again, swipe. So steps, floors, weekly activity, calories, music control, weather. If you tap on weather, you get to just see the maximum minimum temperature for each day. It doesn't really give you much information. Most information is from today's weather. Smartphone notifications. So heart rate data. I'm not going to move my hand away because I don't want it to try to pick it up from my finger. It can sometimes pick it up from your finger, but it's not going to be accurate. It's not fair. So if I was wearing this now, it would show my heart rate. If you tap it, it shows you your last hour. Now I haven't been wearing it, unfortunately, so it's just saying high 82, low 82. I just had it on charge while I was having some lunch, but it does tell me I have a 7-day resting heart rate range of 54. Okay, so that's your current heart rate. So we'll track this 24 hours a day, and that will all be sent to the Garmin Connect App, which we will look at in a minute. Another new feature that you'll find in a few of the the Garmin Vivo Sport, I know does it, and is it the Vivo Fit 4? Is this stress. So stress measures a phenomena called HRV, heart rate variability, and it's nothing to do with your resting heart rate. You can still have a low resting heart rate but a high stress. So HRV is something which is analysed in detail by the watch, and you get a stress score. You also get a 1 hour graph showing you the highs and lows. But again, most importantly, all this data is sent to the Garmin Connect app, so you can look on an hourly basis and daily basis, weekly basis, to see your overall periods of stress, and maybe even highlight certain periods of the day when you're getting more stressed than others. If you tap on that, and then go across to here. We get a relax timer, and the relax timer basically just tells you to, if we press this here now, to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds. Now it will continue to do that for the 2 minutes, which was the time I set in the timer. This is called fourfold breath. Fourfold breath, which is a recognized form of relaxational breathing, sort of a meditational principle to help you relax. So if you are feeling stressed, and if your stress meter is telling you here that you are stressed, just tap it once there, swipe it across, go to relax timer, choose your time, and then tap it to start your timed breath. If you, by the way, you see me slightly pointing it wrong here, it's because I'm looking through the camera, so my perspective is a little bit out, so excuse me if I tap the wrong thing. Double tap to exit that. Okay, so they're all the main sort of features and functions that you get to from the first level as such of the features and functions. Okay, so these are the main functions that you get to from double tapping the display and then swiping. So if I just take it back to the time of day and then leave it for a few seconds, that will time out again. The hands will return, the analog hands will return to the current time, and then the watch will just be a normal sort of time of day mode and also heart rate monitoring mode. There we go. Okay, so that's back to normal sort of daily use mode. So the heart rate is still looking for my heart rate, and now just that was detected as a wrist gesture then when I turned it around, so it's just woken up. I'm just going to wake it up, swipe it, and I just want to show you some more advanced functions of the watch. So if we press and hold this, we get to exercise mode. We can also get do not disturb. Timers, if we go into that, we've got either a stopwatch or a countdown timer. You can set the timer 5 minutes and start at such like. That's a timer. Go back, go back, go back again. So I press it too many times then. Okay, so that's exercise mode, do not disturb, timers, Vo2 max. After you've done your first run of about 15 to 20 minutes, then the algorithms inside the watch will give you a Vo2 score. So a Vo2 is a recognized way of monitoring your fitness and performance level, and the fitter you are, the higher this will climb. Now this 49 is spot on. I did a run last night on this, just a small 3-mile run, and the Vo2 score it's given me there is, well, it's one off from what I've got from my Fenix 5, so I'm pleased with that. Let me just go back into the settings again. So that was the Vo2 score there. Heart rate is on. If we go across here, you can also do broadcast. If I press broadcast on there and then start, this is useful if you've, I'm just going to put my finger there so it tries to hopefully read my heart rate off my finger. If you've got something like I've got here, a Garmin Edge, what's happening here is it's taking the heart rate from my wrist and transmitting it in Ant Plus to my Garmin Edge device. So great if you're a cyclist or similar and you don't want to wear a chest strap, you just put your Vivomove HR into heart rate broadcast mode and it will transmit your heart rate to your Ant Plus compatible device. So that's going straight to my Garmin Edge. Let's just turn that off. Find your phone. If you lose your phone, it uses the Bluetooth signal to make your phone ring. That's find your phone. This is your folder of activities. So as I say, yesterday I went for a run. I'm just going to zoom in a bit to get rid of that blur. Tells you you don't get much detail. So time, average heart rate, distance in kilometers, calories burnt, steps taken. Okay, obviously you get that is all sent up to the Garmin Connect app as well. Synchronize, if you want to force it to synchronize, and this is where you get all the settings also. So in the settings we get things like Bluetooth connection, brightness of the display, calibrate the hands, 24 etc. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. This is Tristan from CardioCritic.com. This is the Garmin Vivomove HR. We're giving it a 4 out of 5 review. Garmin, if you do watch any of these videos, then please consider making our hand just a little bit more visible. Other than that, it's a great job. It's a nice watch. It's a good size. It's well made. It's light. It's functionally, it does everything that you expect from a middle-ranged fitness tracker. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.